All right, let's wait for a few more minutes, see who all are joining here with me. All right, so say hi or anything chat if you can hear my voice. Hey, Momin, thank you. All right, people are joining here. Yep, it's exciting. Uh, I'll give a couple of more minutes to other to just to join and say hi. Hey, Vikas, hi. Hey, Sachin. Hello. I'm good. How are you? Hope you are all doing good. Hey, Harish. Hello. Hey, Divakar. Hello. Right. So probably I may miss couple of names. Sorry for that. Yeah. Great. Great, Sachin. Nice to hear that. All are doing great. Right. Yeah. You know, since most of you guys are aware that the reason behind starting this live session is three important factors. One is to share my the ACE journey. Many people often started pinging me or sending an email congratulating me on my Oracle ACE award. I'm gonna share some insight or the journey, how this ACE journey started, and then how I selected for this ACE award. And then many of people are also pinging me personally and then calling me and then asking what exactly this ACE award, and then who is eligible to get this one, and is that a certificate, is that exam, all those things, all those questions. As a DBA, it's better to know what exactly this ACE is. That's what I'm going to share it. And also there are a couple of interesting questions I just noted down. I don't want to forget that. I just listed out here in my other screen. I'm going to share all of them. One interesting question is, recently I got this Star Performer Award in my organization, and hope you all guys have seen my, uh, my Facebook status or LinkedIn status and my WhatsApp status. I put that pic of Star Performance Award. On top of that, one of the guy who pinged me on my LinkedIn and asked, how exactly you're managing good at work and good at your social community, right? So I took that question to answer in this forum. Probably that is going to be one of the interesting topic for today. I can say. All right. Right. So these three important factors I'm gonna share with you guys. One is my AS journey, how it started, and then how I got this AS award. And the other thing is 10K subscribers on our YouTube channel. Hope my YouTube channel is gonna helpful for most of you folks, and also got a very good feedback on that. That's the second topic I'm gonna talk. And the third topic is very interesting. 2K active members on our Telegram group, that Oracle Community Telegram group. Oh, very exciting. 2K active members and a lot of active participation on that Telegram group, and a lot of knowledge sharing. The way the interaction with everyone's in that Telegram group, it's brilliant. That's a the brilliant platform where everyone can make use of that. These are the three topics we're gonna discuss, and then and anyone has any questions on top of that, we're gonna take that question and answers. And also there are a couple of interesting questions. As I said, many people ping me on my Facebook, on my Telegram, on my YouTube, and also on my LinkedIn. A couple of questions I noted down. I'm gonna answer to those questions, right? Right, so we have past 5 minutes already. Let's start with the agenda. uh, let's uh, uh, let's all understand what exactly this Oracle ACE is. uh, I'll tell you one important factor, the ACE, right? The ACE name itself is having some magic inside, right? In any field, whether you are a VMware admin, or whether you are a Windows admin, or whether you are a networking admin, uh, getting a ACE award in your own domain, it is the highest achievement in your career. Similarly, Oracle ACE, there's a Oracle ACE program, Oracle ACE ace.oracleace.com. You can go and then check about what exactly this ACE program is. Oracle ACE program is going to be one of the program uh, which they will identify the candidates or the people who are contributing to the Oracle community. Uh, you know, I'm a Oracle expert, and you guys are all Oracle expert. If you start building your uh, career with Oracle, and then you are getting, you are working in an organization as a Oracle DBA, and then getting a lot of help from this Oracle community, and then it is our job, our duty to give it back to our Oracle community, right? How are you gonna contribute your knowledge to Oracle community? Writing a blog, or taking some live sessions, live webinars, live seminars, or uh, taking some trainings on your YouTube, and publishing some videos on your YouTube, or conducting some of the webinars, or podcast, live cast, and webinars on Oracle technology. uh, if you contribute your knowledge to Oracle community, there's set up Oracle folks. There's a program called Oracle ACE program. They will identify you guys, and then they will award you this particular ACE award. uh, that is kind of a recognition to your work, what you are contributing to the Oracle community, right? Many people uh, often say, I'm writing my blog, I am you know giving some webinars or seminars, and conducting my YouTube channel to get my Oracle ACE award. If you're thinking in that perspective, that's absolutely wrong. I'll tell you why. Because we should not aim for Oracle ACE award. I may get Oracle ACE award. Let me contribute my knowledge to my Oracle community. You should not think on that way. Because at least to get that Oracle ACE award, that is the same thing. I'll tell you one story on behind that. Till last year, I was absolutely not aware anything about this Oracle ACE. I was just contributing whatever knowledge I have it by writing my blog, malik034blogspot.com, by taking some live sessions, live webinars on my YouTube channel, live webinars via Zoom, or live webinars via uh, any method, right? Like live sessions, live webinars, and my YouTube content. I used to publish videos. I used to publish my blog. I was just contributing whatever knowledge I have it. I was absolutely not aware at all what exactly this is. And probably last year I forgot that one of my follower name, he pinged me on my WhatsApp. Uh, and then he just said like, "Hi sir," and then so you're contributing a lot to Oracle community. I was following your YouTube channel. I'm following your blog from last 2 years. Are you ACE certified? Are you ACE award holder? Then I said, what exactly that is. Then he pinged me that link. Okay, there are a couple of folks who was named themselves as Oracle Ace, and these are the folks, and then I used to follow them. Can you just go through this program and then see if you're most eligible for that award? Probably you can give it a try. And then I just started in 2021. I just started with that Oracle Ace program, and then I started searching what exactly that program is. And then, my God, like that is a prestigious award. One can get it in Oracle community, based upon your contribution to the Oracle community. And then I felt myself good that I was doing a lot of things. I was giving my best to my Oracle community. Why can't I apply for this ACE? And then believe me, I started contacting the ACE holders, uh, and then started reaching to them. And then what feedback I got from them, it is very hard to get Oracle ACE award, because there are a lot of candidates who's going to apply for ACE, and there's a lot of filter criteria to get this award. And then some people are waited for 3 months, some people are waited for 6 months, and some people waited for almost 9 months, 1 year. And then interesting factor about me, I got all the things from my colleagues, and then I just applied for this ACE award. And believe me guys, I got this ACE award just 31 days, just 1 month. And it was brilliant, it was shocking for me as well. I the whatever the feedback I got it from my other colleagues who got ACE award, they told, we asked for their feedback, it was almost, they waited for 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. But for me, I'm not sure, like, because of my contribution, I was so eligible. They are given priority to me. I got within 30, 31 days. It was exciting moment for me in 2021. Somewhere in month of March or April, I got that. And then it been 1 year, I was continued with my Oracle ACE journey. And then this ACE award is not a lifetime award, guys. Remember, you are eligible for year by year. They are going to review on yearly basis, and if you don't contribute anything to Oracle community, again your ACE award will be like revoked, right? Last year I got, and then this year they revised, and then again they recognize next 1 year until 2022 and 23. I mean, again I'm ACE pro, and then I'm going to continue to contribute for my Oracle community, right? So this is all about Oracle ACE program, how one can get this particular ACE award. And then remember, I just made three notes here. Oracle ACE is not a grade, it's not a grade. One can get it by their certificates, or one can get it by their training, or one can get it by their education. It's not a grade. Anyone can get it. Anyone, junior DBA, senior DBA, or expert, anyone who is contributing to Oracle community, he is eligible for Oracle ACE. You just need to apply, and then your profile will go under filter, and then if you're eligible, and then you will be awarded with Oracle ACE, right? And the second one, Oracle ACE is not a certificate. And if you write some exam, and then you'll get this Oracle ACE award, it's not a certificate. And there's no exam, there's no certificate for this one. And then again, one important factor, this Oracle ACE is not a marketing campaign for Oracle. It's not like publicity for Oracle, it's not for publicity for anyone. It is a pure soul, it's a pure one's each one individual contribution to the Oracle community. He is eligible for this Oracle ACE award. You have to apply ace.oracle.com, and then go to that, and then do a program criteria, go through all the notes, and then you can apply for that if you're contributing to the this Oracle community, right? And then uh, this is all my journey started, right? Like last year I got Oracle ACE award. It's been year and a half now, and then again I got one more year renewal. I'm going to continue to contribute to my community. That's how my journey started. And again, believe me, like if you are targeting for ACE and then started contributing to Oracle community, that's not how it works. Because if you're limiting yourself for ACE and then targeting for ACE award, then that's a wrong direction you're going in. Because just try to contribute whatever knowledge you have it in your ACE, in your Oracle community, and then this award will come to you no matter what. Because if you're doing with your pure soul and heart, and then contributing your knowledge to Oracle community, definitely there are many folks all over the world, many people will follow you, and many folks will recognize your contribution, and definitely you are eligible for this Oracle ACE award. And then any one of you guys are interested in this program and then wanted to know more things, you feel free to DM me or ping me on my any of the social media or on my WhatsApp. I'm gonna guide you. I'm gonna nominate for your ACE award. Uh, and then criteria for this one is you have to start writing your blogs, and then start writing your knowledge into your Oracle community, and then share your blogs to wider audience. And then if you're conducting live webinar, live seminars, and then you are attending some, all India Oracle user groups, and then giving some seminar webinars on Oracle community or Oracle topics, you are feel free to eligible to apply this Oracle ACE award. And also you are having a YouTube channel, and then publishing some videos or content on Oracle community, on Oracle world, definitely you are eligible for this ACE award, right? So that's how this ACE program works, and then you can apply it. And then there are three different categories in this award: Oracle ACE Associate, and then ACE Pro, and ACE Director. Right? ACE Associate is just a beginner level where you know it's easy to get this ACE Associate. There's a minimal qualify criteria, and then if you're doing some blogging or live seminar, live webinar, and YouTube content, probably you can get it ACE Associate. And then ACE Pro is the middle layer, where it's higher than ACE Associate, where you can regularly contribute, or not once in a while, regularly you can contribute, and you can touch base with your fellow colleagues, and contributing to your Oracle community. Then you will be getting award rewarded, like getting awarded, and then you will be like moved to for ACE Associate to ACE Pro. And then the third one is ACE Director. Again, ACE Director is the highest level in ACE award. Probably you will be minimum 5 to 6 years in this Oracle community, and then you are contributing from last 5 to 6 years. Then you are eligible for this ACE Director. And then a lot of things. Again, these are like three levels, and on top of that there will be some goodies, and some yes feedback, and some of the credits, some of the OCI cloud account you will be getting free access. A lot of benefits will be there, again, of course, right? So you are doing a lot of contribution to Oracle community. Just getting yes award is not enough, so you'll be having a lot of goodies, and a lot of your OCI credits, and you can have your OCI Oracle Cloud Infrastructure free login accounts, and some credits, and you can play around that your cloud infrastructure. All those will be like available as a benefits for this ACE award. Right, so that's a quick intro about Oracle ACE program, how my ACE journey was started, and then looking forward myself to be further many more years on this ACE journey, and contribute my knowledge to this Oracle community. Right. Yeah, there's a. I'll take a pause. I'll take one question here. According to you, what is the knowledge on Oracle database is expected for 2 years, right? Okay. Uh, there is no limit. Uh, I don't differentiate 2 years DBA, 3 year DBA, 5 year DBA. Once you are DBA, you are DBA, and this is left to you how quickly you grasp all this knowledge, all these areas, all this product. I'll tell you few examples in this Oracle world. You are just learning Oracle is not enough. You have to upgrade yourself to Oracle RAC, Oracle Golden Gate, Oracle Data Guard, and then Oracle Exadata, Oracle EBS, Oracle OBI, Oracle PeopleSoft, Oracle Soha, and then your Exadata engineering system, Supercluster, Exalogic, and Oracle Cloud. These are like hardly 10 or 11 product I just listed out. Oracle is a huge, and then if you start learning, you will never ever complete your Oracle journey. You know as a 1 or 2 year DBA, it is mandatory for you to learn all this Oracle basic database, and your Oracle Data Guard, and Oracle RMAN backup and recovery, and then database monitoring day-to-day activities, and basics of your performance tuning. 1 or 2 years of DBS, these like 5 to 6 are mandatory. Again, monitoring your RMAN backups and recoveries, and your data guard, building your standby database and all, and then building your standalone database, and then your basic performance tunings. 1 or 2 years of DBS, these are like mandatory tasks, mandatory activities you have to learn. The moment you cross 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and then you have to upgrade yourself. You have to learn your Oracle RAC, Oracle Golden Gate, and then if you get opportunity to learn on Oracle Exadata, and then if you get an opportunity to learn on Oracle EBS, Oracle OBI, and then Oracle Supercluster, Exalogic. If you get opportunities, you have to expand your skills. Like if you start 4 years, 5 years, and you become an expert in Oracle, you have to mandatorily learn your rack and enhance your skill, because most of the organizations rack is going to be bare minimum requirement for Oracle, right? Because standalone is no more, like, standalone many customers still uses, but when it comes to disaster recovery, when it comes to high availability, rack is, one of the major topic. Again, there's a one beautiful Oracle documentation, maximum availability architecture, ma architecture. Just search it in Google, and then go through that one, what exactly ma architecture talks about, right? To, your production should be rack and standby should be rack, and then building production to standby, high availability, disaster recovery scenario, and then business continuity plan. There are a lot of concept they explained on that. So rack is going to be bare minimum for many enterprise organization. So once you start cross your 2 years 3 years of experience in Oracle domain, it is mandatory to learn your rack, golden gate, exadata, and then EBS and other product of Oracle, right? So that's about the question for this answer here. There's one more question. Just take it. How cloud managed database services are going to affect our DBAs? Okay, interesting questions. How to get some hands-on on training in Exadata? I'll take these two questions. Very important questions. Uh, you know, if you guys interested to learn Exadata, very rare in the market. If you go and attend any training from other vendors or some institute, obviously you won't get hands-on, because Exadata box is too costly, because that's a costliest product in Oracle. Individual institute or third party the training institute are not you know uh, paying that much of amount and then getting a labs. So that's the one thing. Before you attend any training with any institute, make sure that they have a Exadata product, they have a Exadata box, and then you will get a hands-on lab experience on that. If you have it, and then go ahead and attend for the lab. Otherwise, don't attend, because without hands-on, nothing. The training is just like useless. And then if you want to get in hands-on in this Exadata, you have to get a training under Oracle itself, because they will provide you, brilliant lab, and then hands-on experience in the lab. That's a 5-day training conducted by Oracle. You can attend that training probably, but again, that's a huge. I think the cost is 1 lakh or 1.5 lakh for that training, 5-day training for Exadata, conducted by Oracle itself, Oracle University itself. So that's a good one. But if you're willing to pay that much of amount, go for that. Otherwise, stay tuned, because don't lose your money by going with some training institute and without doing hands-on, just learning through theoretical part. It will not be useful. And that's the only way. Like, you have to learn with any institute where they have a physical rack or physical Exadata box where you can get a hands-on. Otherwise, you have to go with the Oracle University. You have to pay that huge amount, and then you have to learn that. And then otherwise, you have to wait for the opportunities. When you get a right opportunities, when you get a new job or new opportunity with any organization, if they have a Exadata, that's a golden opportunity. No, don't miss it. Go for that opportunities and try to learn, try to explore more, and then get hands on that Exadata. That's the easiest way you can go. Lot of material you can get it in in the Google. Just read through it, and then just wait for your opportunities. That's it. Because otherwise, learning Exadata is not that easy, because one is lack of labs. Many organization or many industry or many training institute or third party or training providers, they will say that we'll provide Exadata training, but make sure that before attending, check it out whether they have a lab exercise or not. If no labs, then don't go for that, right? And then the interesting question Pradeep asked, is the cloud is going to affect our DBA jobs? One of the common questions. Many hot topic, many senior DBA. If you go and then talk, this is going to be talk. This is going to be everyday topic for discussion. Right, guys. Remember, if you are a DBA and then if you are expertise in this Oracle product, no need to worry about this cloud, uh, because cloud is just a UI change, right? Uh, in each and every organization, if they have Oracle cloud, AWS, Azure, uh, Google cloud, whatever it is, they will get a UI access, and then there will be a cloud operator job. There's an operator, cloud operator, who will log into UI. Just click, provision your database is ready, and then just click, server is ready, right? So only that UI changes where that is all automated. And once the database is ready, it's a DBA job again. At the back end, DBA has to log into that server. He has to manage his databases. And then if anything goes wrong with the database, and then DBA has to be there to check it out, physically log into that server, and then check it out why the database went down, and then what is the impact. And if there's any performance impact on the database, users are getting query performance impact, and then DBA has to log in, and then DBA has to check it out all the tasks. And then of course there are some areas where because of this cloud all are become automated. One is again, as I said, if without cloud, it's a DBA manual intervention. You have to log into server, you have to provision the server, you have to log into the server, you have to create your database, you have to install the database, you have to install your rack. Everything should be manual effort. Everything is now with the cloud automated. Just single click on the UI, the database is ready, right? So that is automated. And the second thing is some of the performance tuning, some of the patchings are like automated. uh, Having said that, the patching is automated. Cloud autonomous database, right? Autonomous database, what it do, it will automatically do a patching by itself. But in case of patching fails, remember, like, who's gonna dig dive, and then troubleshoot it? It's again DBA, right? DBA jobs will be there forever, no worry on that. But only thing is, certain part of the jobs are become automated, and then for that role, uh, there's a new role came into market, that is a cloud operator. Cloud operator is nothing but who is having access on that cloud UI. He's going to type that URL on the browser and then log into that cloud UI. And then as a DBA, if I request I need one database on this region and this much of memory and all, he's going to log into that UI, and then he's going to click, and then he's going to create a database for you. And then as a DBA, we'll log into that server and then we'll manage the database. That's a cloud operator job, is a extra roles, extra job came into market because of this cloud. But and each and every organization expectation is, as a DBA, I should know that cloud operator job. I should know that cloud UI login and how to create, how to browse, how to provision my database, how to provision my instance. That extra jobs DBA should be aware of. If he is aware of that, his job will be like much more secured. As a DBA, the jobs is already secured, but instead of that cloud operator who is gonna helpful for you for this provisioning activities or scheduling activities, and if you know those all tasks, and then you no need of any cloud no operator job, you can manage yourself in the UI as well as at the back end, right? Obviously, that this cloud is not going to impact anything on the DBA jobs. Remember that. All right. Uh, there's a few more questions. Let's take Mohammed is asking, is it mandatory for a DBA to learn AWS, DevOps, Kubernetes, cell scripting? Again, it is left to everyone's interest. If you are interested, go for any cloud technologies, because being a DBA, it is not, I can say it is not a longer journey. uh, Obviously, like, journey will be there, the job will be secured and you can sustain it. But only thing, how many opportunity, how much opportunities you can get? It very less. As a DBA, you can get less opportunities in the market if you don't learn cloud. If you know the cloud, it'll be like tremendous opportunities in the market, because cloud is going to be future for this IT world. In next 10 years, next 15 years, cloud is going to be like boom. Like, there are a lot of opportunities in the market. If you learn any cloud technologies, then you'll be getting a lot of opportunities in the market. Okay, the cloud technologies might be, you can learn AWS, you can learn Azure, you can learn Google Cloud, and you can learn your Oracle OCI, Oracle Cloud. Anything is that is left to your interest. And then if you are willing to stay back in Oracle domain, and if you're willing to continue to contribute in Oracle domain and expertise in this Oracle domain, go for Oracle Cloud. Otherwise, if you want to explore more flavors, more knowledge, go for AWS or go for Azure. Anything is fine, right? And again, DevOps, Kubernetes, again, those are other advanced skills, you can go for that. But again, it is left to you which is going to be your primary domain, and then which is going to be your secondary domain, right? For me, especially, like, I wanted to be in this Oracle domain. Oracle is always going to be my primary domain. And then having said that, I do have my cloud certification. I did Oracle cloud certifications. I know in and out of Oracle Cloud. I know in and out of MS SQL database. I know in and out of MySQL and also PostgreSQL. And also I learned Informatica, and then I'm good at this Informatica, Erwin modeling, data modeling, everything. But those are my secondary skills. And also I learned a lot of things in DevOps. I'm good at Kubernetes. I'm good at this cell scripting, Perl scripting, and also I'm good at this uh, cookbooks and other things. But again, those are my secondary skills. I can use those skills to automate my DBA day in and day out tasks, monitoring tasks, right? So again, this is left to you, everyone interest, whether you want to enhance your skills. If you learn all of these skills, obviously there will be a lot of opportunities, tremendous opportunities in the market. Again, that is left to you how you can enhance your skills. Right. Few more questions. Which technology is better to switch from the DBA profile? Again, this is not a valid question to ask to me, because I never insist anyone to go out of DBA domain, because rather I can provoke others to come to my DBA domain, because that's what my interest area. And then I don't. Okay. To add on that point, uh, I'm good at .NET. I'm good at Java. I'm good at HTML. I'm good at PHP. Those are my programming skills. I learned it before I move on to DBA domain, right? But I don't personally insist anyone from the DBA domain to go to other domain. Rather, I can provoke others to come to my DBA domain, because that's what my bread and butter. I wanted to be my DBA domain. To that DBA domain, you can enhance your skill to migrate to cloud or any of the cloud. Or if you want to go to DevOps, you can go to DevOps. Again, DevOps, it's a mixture of all your DBA, all your networking, all your admin, all those things. Again, DBA is core for me. I never ever insist anyone to go out of this DBA domain, right? One more question Upendra is asking. Oracle also provides Oracle as a service. I think, yeah, there are a lot of services in Oracle Cloud. Database as a service, and then autonomous database, and then you can have bare metal service. A lot of things you can explore more on that. Sai is asking, as an Oracle DBA, should we learn AWS or Oracle Cloud? Again, left to you. If you are willing to stay in Oracle world, if you are willing to stay in this Oracle domain itself, you want to explore more of them Oracle product, better to go with Oracle Cloud and then stay in Oracle domain. And then if you want to explore more outside of Oracle, you can go for AWS, where you can see the various databases provided by AWS. For example, RDS, Redshift, and so many other databases. You have to learn those extra databases and their technologies. Again, it's left to you which domain you want to be remain same. Or if you want to explore more, you can go for AWS. Or else if you want to remain same in this Oracle world, go for Oracle Cloud. Right? Fine. That's it. I can pause it here for this questions. If anyone has any questions, feel free to post it here. I can, try to answer them. The other thing is, if you're all fine with this ACE journey, anything wanted to know more on that ACE journey and then ACE award, probably you can reach out to me on my WhatsApp or any of the social media. I can happy to guide you on that. I can refer you on that ACE award. Right. So coming to the second agenda for this live session is 10K subscribers, guys. Believe me, 10K subscribers in my channel. It was happiest moment for me. Not only for me, including my wife, my brothers, my parents, because you know, I know how hard it is. Like if you convey your message to others, it's not that easy, because everyone has their own perspective to take that. And then in my YouTube channel, 10K subscribers, who are like active and regularly watching my videos and regularly asking my questions, and then appreciating my effort, my work, and then keeping in touch with me for almost last 2 years, 2.5 years, and then following me from last 2 years. It is not that easy. And then the moment we reach this 10K milestone, in fact, most of, rather than me, all my family members are so much excited, so much happy, because 10K followers and 10K active users who are actively watching, actively supporting me. That is something great achievement I can see in my entire lifespan. Because again, guys, again I said, like, to convey your message to one person, I know how hard it is. When we started our YouTube channel, my blog, uh, you know um, to reach my message to at least one person, two person, we know how much we struggled. And after that, once this message are reached to wider audience, and then this message has a valid content, and then many people started approaching me, many people have started following my channel, and many people started appreciating my effort, and many people have started asking me question about my content. And then that's where I felt proud myself that, okay, something is happening. People are closely following me, people are closely watching my videos, and then people are like, asking counter questions for the content what I'm bringing into this Oracle community. And then that's where it made me, and then it motivated me to make more and more videos on my channel, and then make more and more valid content on my channel, and then contribute to this Oracle community. And then the moment many people are started asking questions and started following my YouTube channel, and then I was feeling great about myself that, uh, from the day one, I'm getting my salary, I'm getting, I'm earning my bread and butter from this Oracle world. And then this is my job to give it back to my Oracle community. The moment I started sharing my knowledge, and then that's where I'm started getting my satisfaction. So, at the end of the day, whatever you do, whichever company you work, if you are satisfied with your work, with your task, with your day to day role, that's what you need. That's where you can go for peaceful sleep, right? And then the moment my knowledge is getting shared across all my Oracle community, that's where I started uh, getting satisfaction, and then uh, getting more and more followers, and then myself, I was feeling better and better. So this is going to be longer journey. 10K is not uh, uh, something great, I can say. This is going to be just a starting point for me, and then for me now to look at more and more, and then myself, I'm you know putting my bar high, and then myself, I'm trying to reach my further stages. And then there are a lot more to come in my channel. uh, if you guys are interested in any particular topic or any particular sessions, feel free to ping me on my WhatsApp number. Feel free to ping me or send me an email, or feel free to ping me on my YouTube channel or any of my social media. I'm gonna list out all those topics, and then I'm gonna definitely come back with a uh, you know uh, sessions on that particular topic, whatever you are gonna request. And again, I'll try to do lot and lot more live interactions, live webinars in coming further days. Feel free to stay tuned and continue to monitor my YouTube channel. I'll be announcing live sessions, live webinars, and then we'll have a live interaction rather than recorded sessions. Right. That's about happiest moment, I can say. 10K is going to be huge in my lifetime. That's going to be one of the milestone I can cherish forever in my entire life lifespan. That's going to be one of the major milestone, I can say. And then again, having said that, that is going to be just stepping stone for me. There's a lot more to come in my further journey. Right. All right, that's the second agenda. I wanted to share my happiness on this particular live session. And the third uh, sessions what I was wanted to discuss is 2K active members. Guys, again, 2K active members in our Telegram group, Oracle community Telegram group. If you are not joined, if you're not part of that, feel free to go and join. That's a public group, Malik034 in our Telegram. You can go and search in Telegram app Malik034, and then you can join for that. Lot of active participation in that, lot of day in and day out. So many participants are asking so many questions, and then I'm happy that many of for you folks are like actively replying to all those questions and queries. I'm so happy, so excited, because until and unless you don't actually participate or don't ask any questions, you will never ever learn, right? As I always used to say, you can learn or you can grow in your career only by asking questions. It doesn't matter whether it's a simple question, silly questions, or complex questions. Open your mouth, ask the questions, whatever the forum it is. right? That is the opportunity for you. If somebody asked you, that's the opportunities. Ask questions, reach out to your senior, and then ask questions, learn it. That's how you can, grow in your career. And it doesn't matter if you don't know, open your mouth, ask the question, and then be vocal, and then say that, I don't know this. And if you try to hide the things, and you'll never ever grow, especially in your current roles and regulations and current organizations where you're working. And then if you don't know the task, for example, I'll take a simple example: export user and then import into some other database. You never ever done. I assume that you never ever done in your career. And then try to do explore on that, what is export, what is import, and then ask your senior DBA, ask your senior in that team, what exactly this, what you are doing. If you don't ask, and then if you try to buff, and then if you try to cheat your colleagues and cheat your manager and cheat your organization, that as if you know everything but you don't know everything, that's not it. It's not going to be helpful for your longer journey, right? So you are, be vocal, and then say that if you don't know, I never done it, so it's easy for me to learn. You can say that, okay, I don't know, I never done this one, let me explore more things, and then come back to you, and then do explore on Google, and then learn about that, and then try to do by yourself. And if you don't know, ask your senior, ask your teammate, right? That's how you can learn and grow. If you try to cheat, you'll never ever succeed in your career, right? So be vocal to that one. Always ask questions, always learn, and then always practice. These are the three things I always believe: ask questions, do practice, and then always read. Otherwise, you will never ever enhance your skill. You never ever grow in your career, right? Those are the three mottos I always believe: practice, and then learn, and share. Once you learn, once you practice, once you become confident enough, it's a your job to share that knowledge to your colleague, share that knowledge to your junior, share that knowledge back to your Oracle community. Because there are so many junior DBA, there are so many newcomers who are like eagerly waiting to opportunities, eagerly waiting to learn new things, eagerly waiting for some mentors. And then if you're confident, if you are like learned a lot enough, and then this is your job, now this is a time for you to give it back to your Oracle community, right? Right, these are the three mottos I always believe: always ask questions, always learn, always practice, right? And then once you do this, and then it's the time for you to give it back to your Oracle community by training your junior DBs, training or sharing your knowledge within your close group, and then giving it back to your Oracle community. That's how you can grow it, right? Right, these are the three major agenda. Again, I'm super happy, super excited on the 2K active members on my Telegram group. Super excited on that. So many active participations, and so many questions, and so many answers, and then huge knowledge in that particular group. And then if anyone join on that group, definitely it's going to be like worthy, and then a lot of things you're going to learn in on that particular Telegram group, right? So having said that, these are the three agenda I wanted to cover it for this live sessions. And anyone has any questions, feel free to post it here. I can take few of the questions here in the chat. Sir, need your guidance for my questions. Probably I can say what that question is. Okay, here's a question. What should I learn to move to other countries like US, UK, Australia uh, with our DBA? Okay, what the exact skills requires I need to put in my resume? Okay, fine. Yeah. To be frank, I never interested to go out of India. I wanted to stay in India, but right, most of the DBA jobs or most of the IT worlds, everyone are willing to go out of country, and then willing to go for some on-site opportunities, and then explore more things. Maybe many reasons. Maybe financial situation. Maybe wanted to explore more on the uh, the lifestyle, or wanted to explore more on the nature, many reasons, right? uh, One thing, like uh, getting into on-site opportunities, the simplest way I can say, uh, if you are into a service-based companies, for example, Infosys, TCS, Wipro, Accenture, Cognizant, if you are into some service-based companies, and then try to stay back couple of years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, those are the companies who are going to send out mass people into on-site. If you are staying in the same project and same company for a couple of years, definitely you're going to regularly in touch with your manager or management, definitely you're gonna, there's high chances that you may get a chance to travel on site. That's the one thing. And the second thing is, if you want to literally go to on site and then work, and then probably you can go for some student visa, go for higher studies like machine learning, AI, artificial intelligence. Go for that. You have to spend your money from your pocket and then go for that route, and then go to other countries and then work, get your job, get your certificate in 1 year, 1.5 year, and then after that you will be having a 2 to 3 years to work on their student visa, and then later you can convert it as a PR and other stuffs, right? That's the other thing. And the uh, third thing is, again, um, very important, like as a DBA, getting onsite is very less. Onsite opportunities for DBAs are like very less. If you are into development field, uh, any of the front end development like Java, .NET, JSP, or the some other, like a front end development, full stack developer, those guys will be having a lot of opportunities in the onsite, because most of the client will be on site, and then most of the management or the clients will be on the onsite, and then those are the front end developers or like have a lot of chances to go to onsite to do a live interaction to develop any of the a product, right? As a DBA, we backend support data management team, so we have a very less opportunity to get onto this onsite jobs, right? But again, these are the two things, either you can go by your own, by getting your own visas or student visas, or whatever the applicable visas, by spending your own money, you can go there. And the second thing is, by some of the service based companies, stay longer duration over there, you can get it a chance. And then the other thing is, as a consultant, so if you quit your job and then if you work as a consultant, and there'll be a lot of opportunities to go on a business trip or go on a business visa or a short term duration. You get a lot of opportunities as a consultant, right? That you have to take a risk, and you have to take a challenge, working as a consultant, as an independent consultant, right? So those are the different ways you can explore on that. Right. So there's a one more question. I can take it here. Right. So can I get a complete concept of Golden Gate? Right. Okay. Again, Golden Gate. Probably, uh, I'm gonna shortly, not uh, a dedicated timeline. I'm gonna start some sessions on my YouTube channel about this Golden Gate. Probably, I can give more importance to that Golden Gate. Probably you can stay tuned on that, or else you can uh, ping me on my WhatsApp. Probably I can guide you something on the Golden Gate. Right now I'm not teaching anything on the Golden Gate. I'm not uh, putting any content on Golden Gate on my channel as well. Probably in future days, I'm going to start on that. I can take one more question here. Pradeep is saying congratulations. Thank you, Pradeep. You are doing great job. Yeah, thanks again. I just helped to land on one of your video, which started following. Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you, Pradeep, for your kind words. Obviously, there are a lot of content in my channel. You know, keep watching them. And again, if you are looking for a particular content, particular topic, feel free to ping me on my any of the social media platform, or my WhatsApp, or on my by email. I'm happy to take that topic. Right. All right. Any more questions? How to get a hands-on on Exadata? That's done. Okay. Which is a cloud technology? Again, you can go for any of the cloud technologies, AWS or Azure. Again, it left to you. Which technology you want to stick to? Which technology you want to stay back? Right. I'll take. Adi is telling congratulations. Thank you, Adi. Right. So what else? Okay. Mega is telling congratulations. Thank you. Harish is telling hardly congratulations, Sarji. Okay, Harish, thank you. Yeah, again, guys, uh, before I think I answered all of those questions. Any of the questions are missed out. Sorry for that. Still we have a few more minutes. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll tell you one thing. Uh, if you are, learning, or if you are earning from this Oracle world, it is your job to give it back to your community. The question is how you are going to give it back. The simple thing is, Start sharing your knowledge with your colleagues, your junior DBS. Always try to help your junior DBS who are the newcomers or freshers in this Oracle world. Try to help them. Otherwise, you will never grow, and then your junior also will never grow. Always try to help them, right? That's one thing. And the second thing is always open to learn. And any new opportunities, anything in your project, anything in your organization, anything comes to you, always try to open minded. Always try to open to learn any new technologies, right? That's how you can grow in your career and grow in your life, right? And the second thing is always read any new thing. Or for example, Oracle recently released this 21c. Start exploring on this 21c, what exactly this 21c, what are the new features, right? Always enhance your skill. Always read is the only thing you can keep you up to date, right? Keep you up to date in the market, keep you up to date in this particular competitive world. And the fourth thing is always practice. Without practice you will never ever confident on your own technologies. Even though you are Oracle DBA, and even though you are rack expert, even though you are data guard expert, if you don't do practice, you can easily forget in next day. If whatever you read for next 1 week, you are gonna forget in next 1 day if you don't do practice. Always practice, always practice. Build your own lab, do practice. Scratch that lab, and then scrap that lab, and then try to build or try to recover that entire lab. Whatever the database, try to restore your control file, restore your system file, restore your sysox file, and then make it crash your database, and then try to bring it back online. That's how you can learn in that's how you can be confident in this particular Oracle world. Once you do practice, it will make you more confident in your particular concept. And then once you're confident on that particular concept, you'll never ever forget whatever you read. Within next week you may forget it. Once you practice it, you will never ever forget it, right? After 1 year, if you somebody asks you, you'll be able to remember and you'll be able to answer that one, right? That's a key points. And then again, you can always share your knowledge to your Oracle community, and then your fellow colleagues, and then your junior DBS. All right, a few more questions here. Let's take it up. How we can go through the both backend DBA and Oracle front-end PLSQL career path, right? Again, PLSQL, very challenging one, because even I never learned PLSQL coding. I know few of the basics of trigger, procedure, functions, how to write, and then how to integrate in my DBA task. But I never worked on that PLSQL complex programming and all. Probably I'm not the good person to give you a right answer on that PLSQL developer. Again, that again depends upon uh, how much you are passionate about coding, how much you are passionate about your programming. So you can switch your career to PLSQL developer. If you are good in coding, good in uh, you know uh, coding and then programming, then probably you can look for that PLSQL developer roles and jobs, right? There's a one more question. Mohammed is asking, sir, I am working on a Oracle 9i, 10G, 11G for the client, but now all 56 DBs are planned to migrate to 19C. I have idea about old 19C. Okay, I have about migration, right? Uh, Again, there's a different way to do this migration. Because one of my video I can expand on that migration part. Like, you can go with the export import, you can go with the golden gate, you can go with your data guard build, and then go with the zero downtime migration. You can go with rman export import, sorry, rman backup and restore and recovery. And you can go with the rman transportable table space, xtt incremental backup based transportable table space. Or there are other migration tools in the market. Any one of that you can use, and you can do a migration. That is subjected to how complex your database is, how many objects are inside your database, and then how many of them are procedures, functions, and how many of them are tables, how many of them are views, how many of them are materialized views, how many users are available inside your database, how big is your database. You have to consider all these factors, and you have to pick up which is the best method for this migration, right? It's not a straightforward I can do export and import. It's not a straightforward I can use a golden gate. It's not a straightforward I can use Armin backups and restore and recovery to migrate my database. You have to consider all these factors. What type of your database is, OLTP, OLAP, what are the object inside my database, and especially materialized views, guys. Materialized views are going to be killer. Once you have materialized views inside your database, be careful when you're doing any database upgradation or database migrations, right? These are the factors you have to consider before doing a live migrations, right? Right. That's about these questions. Again, I'm going to take one important questions which asked in my uh, LinkedIn. One of the guy asked me, um, so I just wanted to know. Okay, I'll read out the question, sir. I just wanted to know how how are you managing your time? Being good at your work and being good at your Oracle community contribution. Very interesting questions. The moment I saw that question, literally I smiled it and smiled at that question, and then literally I thought, okay, this is a question I wanted to answer in this particular live session. Right. Again, you might be wondering, right? As I said, last month itself, I got a Star Performer Award in my organization, and also, a lot of contribution to my Oracle community and this Oracle Ace Award from Oracle. How I'm managing my time, right? Very good one. Very good question. In fact, one thing, remember, it's all matters your fashion and your dedication, right? These are the two things I personally follow in my lifetime. I follow, my soul, my heart is personally believe on fashion and dedication. If you're passionate about what you are doing, and then continue to do in that, and without fashion, whatever you do, it's like never gonna give you a good result. Teaching is my fashion, and giving guidance to my fellow colleagues or my juniors or my teammates is my fashion. That's how I am growing in this particular career. And then dedication is my birth or my core soul. Whatever I do, I'll do with 100% dedication. Whatever I do, like if I am taking uh, one particular task for today, I give my 100% on that. Right, again, these other things whatever I told you, like teaching, training, mentoring, and then learning, and then practicing, and then reading, all those your regular hobbies, and you have to do that one. You want to be in this market up to the top level, you have to do all these jobs. And then coming to this particular questions, how you are good at your work, and how you are good at your, how managing your time, how you are contributing this much of knowledge to this Oracle community, and then how you're balancing all this along with your personal life, right? This all matters because of these two important factors: your fashion, and then your dedication, right? So teaching is my fashion, and then that's how I'm growing in my career. And then I'll tell you little background about my teaching skills, right? When I completed my graduation, I'm a graduated in electronics and communication. When I was graduated, like before graduation, like I'm from EC, electronics and communication background. I'm very damn good at robotics and embedded design. My first 1 year and second year, I was damn good at this embedded. I used to do a lot of robotics, and then fortunate or unfortunate, I don't know. On the third year, my roommate was from the computer science. My first year and second year, my roommate are from both are from electrical and electronics background, and then we are good at robotics. And that when third year comes, my roommate got changed, and then one of the CS guy, computer science guys, become my roommate. That's where I started exploring about this IT world. And then he used to talk and then about C++, Java, .NET, and then I used to talk about embedded uh, embedded design, and then microcontroller and microprocessor and all those things. One day, he was like, he took me one of the institute he where he used to uh, go and get some trainings on the Java, .NET, Liberty Computers in Hubli. I went, and then uh, one of the training owner, like training institute head, he contacted me, and then he was started having conversation with me. And then he talked about how is the IT market in the world. Then I said, IT market? I don't know until then in my career. IT, what is IT? I don't know literally what is IT till my third year of B engineering. And then he explained me IT is this one and a lot of programming skills and all. That made me so much impressed. What is that programming? Okay, let me explore more of that. And the next day, again, I went back to the same institute and then I registered for the course. And then I said, uh, sir, I wanted to learn this programming language, whatever you explained me yesterday. And then so already all the courses are in the middle. Uh, which courses you are going to start right now? He said, I'm going to start tomorrow or next week. I'm going to start SQL programming. Okay, let me go for that one. I just registered for that SQL programming course, and then I learned my first course is SQL programming. I completed my SQL programming in 1 month. I got so much interest, and then I again went back to the same institute. Okay, what all programming language you are going to teach? They said they're going to teach all the programming language. Then I spent my pocket. I took my money. I spent all my money, and then I said I want to learn all programming language. And then next 2 years, third year, my entire engineering, I totally forgot about my robotics, my embedded skills, and then I learned in that institute Java, .NET, PHP, C, C++, and .NET. Almost I learned around 11 programming languages in that institute. 1 year, within 1 year, I learned all those 11 programming languages. And remember, on the fourth year, I started working as a part-time trainer in the same institute. That was made me like drastic changes from the hardware to software. And then the first programming language what I learned was SQL, and then I started exploring more on that SQL, and then I landed up with this Oracle word. And then my first job, I got it after my college graduation in campus recruitment. I got my first job. I get Global Solution, and then I put down all my you know 11 certificates, and then I put down all my 1 years of teaching experience with them, and then directly I got a offer letter from them. No more interaction, no more questions, no more technical discussion during my college campus drive. Direct offer letter, and then directly put down into same DBA job. And then that's a day one job. I started my DBA career, because that's how my teaching skills are started. I passionate about my teaching. And fashion, if you follow your fashion, you will grow you in your life more and more. That's where I was able to manage in my work environment. I'm able to give my 100%, and also I can give my 100% commitment in my work. And at the same time, I'm able to do so much better in my Oracle community by this passion and dedication, right? So that's a important message for this particular live session, guys. All right, so we are right on the time. I can take few more questions here, and then we can wrap it up. uh, what is the issue with the materialized view during the upgrade? Again, guys, that is one of the thing I just mentioned. There are a lot of factors you have to consider for the upgrade. Congratulations on your award, Mohammed. Thank you for that. Right, and then sir, please submit some question too. Okay, probably definitely I can post any of your questions. Uh, I can happy to answer that. Uh, okay, Akash is telling, sir, I want to learn Rack in depth. Can I learn? Definitely, a lot of things in my YouTube channel you can follow on that. Or if you're looking for a particular course, probably you can ping me. I can guide you on that further topics. Right. So, okay, I can take one more questions here. Sir, I want to learn Rack. Okay, Akash, as I said, like a lot of content in my YouTube channel. You can go and then surf on that. If you need more guidance, probably you can contact with me one to one, or you can ping me. Probably I can guide you in the right direction. Right. That's about for this live session, guys. I'm super excited. A lot more to come in future days. Uh, only thing is keep learning, keep sharing. I'm super excited with this milestone, and then keeping myself bar high, and then try to do more and more, try to do better and better in my Oracle community and this Oracle world. See you in our next sessions. Probably next session will be on our 20K subscriber celebration. Yeah, maybe a lot more to come. Right. All right, guys. See you until then. Thank you. Thanks for your time, guys. Thank you all. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye.